what did NRL review confuse us with on this one?
Have I got to do this?
Yeah.
All right. Although it was night time, the Daywalkers looked up to this game with sound, nice play, including one or two Jamaica's own young sub. But the Hoppers were not going to expose themselves to that. They found many holes to penetrate. Glory hole, glory hole. Yeah.
West Tigers 20, Eels 40.
I've been suckered into this. That's all I can say, Mark. It looked like on a few occasions that the Snakes had opened the scoring, but the officials denied lurch and said that Marnie and me threw it forward. Then it was the Ginger Pussies' turn, and they were not to be denied. A try to RSPCG brought the Snakes back into it, and they slithered past the Pussies.
And then the Broncos 32, the Dragons 18. You should be glad it was only a 4-game round, mate.
I am bloody glad it was only a 4-game round. No insult, NRL review. I'm sure you put your heart and soul into this, mate. I just don't understand any of it. It was obvious that the better ponies were not available, but it seemed that the mother-in-law's one out, Ben Mike Hunt, was much more decisive. Some great performances from debutants and fill-in players, and the ponies were just too good.
What does that mean for the standings, which you get to read in normal language rather than in NRL review language? I mean, it's entertaining, isn't it? It's woken me up after 2 hours of yeah.
Good work, NRL review. The standings: Panthers are on top on 32. The Cowboys are in second on 26, ahead of the Storm and Sharks, completing the top four on 24 points. The Broncos and Eels have 22. Rabbitohs have 20 in 7th. Seagulls and Dragons on 18. Roosters and Raiders both have 16 points in 10th and 11th. The Knights and Warriors on 12. The Bulldogs on 10. The Titans and West Tigers are bringing up the rear with 8 points.
Yeah, and some news that's relevant to either island, more likely, maybe England, but more likely Ireland. That Canberra Raiders will be out without World Cup hopeful Harry Rushton for up to 10 weeks. No surprise that Love Rugby League are all over this. He said after he suffered a fractured jaw at the weekend. It's been ruled out for 8 to 10 weeks after the injury, fracturing his jaw in the win over North Sydney Bears in the New South Wales Cup last week. So, yeah, that's a shame for young Harry, as he was just starting to sort of progress.
Yeah, he could be back before the end of the season, couldn't he? But anyway.
Yeah, he should be. So, he still might put his hand up for, like I say, more likely Ireland than England now, because he won't get any NRL games, you'd think, to be able to push for England contention.
No.
We got a fan review in from another game that happened in the week, another minor derby.
Yeah, even more minor than a derby. The FC Reserves versus the KR Reserves. And we've got a review from Always in Our Shadow. First meeting at this level for 5 years. Remember when they were called A teams? A bigger KR pack struck first with an early converted try before a more cohesive FC team got back on top and went in 14-6. Second half, a lot of individual efforts by KR, especially Moore and Phoenix Lalo Tugger guys, and Phoenix Lalo Tugger guys offering the main threats. Davey Litton showing his class for FC, linking very well, allowing FC to run out 24-10 winners.
Yeah, I know that quite a few people end up going down to watch that game because obviously. Like I said, the first derby at reserve level for some time, so
yeah,
seems good and a competitive game by the looks of things with some young players coming to the fore. And nice of Always in Our Shadow to complement some KR players in that as well.
Yeah,
more than he does with the first team.
always good to get the reviews.
Yep, we love those reviews. The reviews that you're not going to hear anywhere else. Okay, that's the other games covered. We're now going to make our predictions for the next round of Super League. Predictions time. Round 19 of Super League starts on Friday. 2 games on Friday night. The first of them is the Sky game, and it's between 2 of the top 4 sides, so it should be on Sky. St Helens versus Huddersfield. I mean, I've gone Saints by 10 because Saints are the better side, even though Huddersfield are good this year. I hope it's not, but what do you reckon?
Well, we're playing at home. We'll have Walmsley back. Don't believe we've picked up any more injuries this week. I think we should win. Huddersfield played very well at the weekend, but I think we should win. I'm going a reasonably comfortable Saints by 14.
The other Friday night game, Wigan versus Hull FC. So two teams in playoff positions. One team that lost at the weekend, one team that won. I think the whole derby might have taken quite a lot out of Hull FC, whilst it will also have given them a lot of confidence. Whether 6 days is going to be enough for them to sort out some of the defensive question marks that still linger, I'm not too sure. I think Wigan by 12.
Okay, I'm going to go tighter than that. I am going to say Wigan, although almost always teams that play Saints lose the next week. Just an interesting stat. But I'm going to go Wigan by 4.
Yeah, the second Sky game of the week and this weekend is Saturday at 3 p.m. That's in Castleford. Castleford hosting Warrington.
Oof.
It's the fact that Warrington looked so good and seemed so confident at the weekend when they beat Catalan handily makes this one be a bit more of a conversation, I think. But Cass are good at home. They've had 2 really good wins recently at home, and McShane will be back from 1, a ban, but 2, a rest, which I think was crucial for him. I'm going to go Cass by 4.
And I'm doing the same.
Okay. Saturday, 7 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. French time. Toulouse versus Leeds, the first of those 3 home games in a row for Toulouse. Look, I think Leeds have started to find something. They're playing quite well, they're scoring a lot of points, and Toulouse's defence is still weak. I'm going to go Leeds by 14, but I really want Toulouse to win and make it even more interesting at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I think Leeds will win. It's going to be massively hot in Toulouse this weekend.
It's going to be massively hot in England this weekend.
Exactly. It's going to be really, really hot on, particularly on Sunday and Monday here.
Yeah.
But it's going to be roasting beyond belief in Toulouse on Saturday. So God knows how they're going to play this game. But anyway,
well, at least it's in the evening, so it should be a bit cooler.
We're going to be. I bet it's well over 30 degrees. So anything could happen in this game, but I do think Leeds will come out on top. I'm going to say Leeds by 20.
2 Sunday 3 o'clock games. Hull KR versus Wakefield. I mean, Wakefield are in a dire run at the moment, but you know, you wouldn't back them to not turn that around. But at the same token, I can't suggest that that's what's going to happen with any confidence, which is why I'm going to predict the home team to win. And Mikey Lewis inspired Hull KR will win by 18 points.
I will go slightly tighter, but I'm also going with Hull KR by 10.
And then Salford versus Catalans to wrap things up. I mean, Salford can score points at the moment. Catalans won't have all of the forwards back. I'm not sure who they get back, to be honest. I haven't tracked the bands closely.
They're not getting Napa back. They're not getting Mickey Slack back. I don't know what's happening with some of the others.
Cassiano, is he?
Oh, that's one game, so he'll be back.
I fancy Catalans because they're the better side, or they should be the better side. So I'm going to go Catalans by 10.
And I'm going to go Salford by 4.
Fair enough. So I think that's the only one we've differed on, the winner.
It is.
Women's Super League game of the week. There's only one game in the top tier. It's York versus Huddersfield, and none of the Group 2 games are particularly competitive on paper either. So York versus Huddersfield, Sunday 5:15 p.m. I'm guessing that's being played. Oh no, it can't be being played after the York men's game because they're on the on Premier Sports in the Championship. York versus Batley Monday 7:45 p.m. That's two of those sides in that group fighting for third place.
Yeah, should be a good game, that.
Yep, and then League One, there isn't really a true game of the week in League One this week with the way the fixtures fall, but the R-League game is Keighley versus Cornwall Sunday at 1 p.m. And there's obviously State of Origin Game 3, which will be played very soon. I'll have to make sure I record that to watch that tomorrow night. So enjoy all of those games, and any other rugby league you go out there and see as well. We want you to just hit over and tell us about your, I think the kids season takes the summer break, doesn't it, at the moment, but any community game stuff, any nines tournaments, invitational tournaments, any women's games, any wheelchair games, or of course those Super League Round 19 games and stuff. Tell us what you make of any action you see this weekend. We'd love to get as many fan reviews as we did for Magic Weekend. We suspect we won't, but still, please tell us what you make of what's been going on so we can talk about it next week. We're now going to move into the wrap-up, where I have a surprise Magic Weekend themed quiz. So when I was watching some of the games back over the weekend, over on Monday afternoon when I got back from the weekend, a few things popped up that started making me think about quiz questions. I don't know how hard or easy they're going to be, and also, to be honest, I've not super fact-checked them. I've come up with them myself, so I have fact-checked them to an extent, but I'm confident they're right, but I'm sure Neil will get in touch and tell me that they're wrong.
Okay. But if I tell you the wrong, can I get the points?
Well, if we can fact check it quickly, then yes.
Go on, Mark. Let's give it a go.
I've actually got 4 questions as well because I got so excited.
4?
Yeah.
It's outrage.
So the first question: 2 players played this weekend who were involved in the first ever Magic Weekend in 2007. They were Harrison Hansen and James Roby, who played against each other that year. Which 2 other players involved in the first Magic Weekend, or the first Magic, because it was Millennium Magic back then, have appeared in Super League this year but missed out on the weekend through injury?
Missed out because of injury. McShane?
No, he was suspended. Who's the oldest player in Super League?
I thought it was Roby. Is it not Roby?
No, he's the second oldest, I think, this year. Give you a clue.
Go on.
Well, another clue. He won the Challenge Cup.
So, you mean he won the Challenge Cup this year?
Yeah.
So he's a Wiganer. So that'll be... Who's the oldest player playing for Wigan? Who's the oldest player playing for Wigan? Who's the oldest player playing for Wigan?
I'm hoping some of you listeners have got this already and didn't even need the clues.
Or my repeating of who's the oldest player playing for Wigan? It's not the Ginger Pearl, is it?
No. He played this weekend.
He's young, isn't he?
And he didn't make his debut until 2010.
Good. Yeah, I was going to say I didn't think he was that old. Who am I missing here? I can't think.
Oh,
I got gone blank.
Tommy.
Oh, Tommy Lulai.
Yes, and the other player who played in the first Magic, who's played in Super League this season, is a winger who's currently out injured for his club.
A winger who's currently out injured for his club.
Yeah. Who's an old winger?
Hall.
Yes. I'm not giving you them because I had to basically give you them.
Well, think not, Mark.
Okay.
I wouldn't have given me them.
I think some people got that. I thought that one was hard.
Definitely. Definitely. It was a perfectly fair question. You were just asking an idiot.
There is a long list of current Super League assistant coaches that played in that first Magic. Okay. By my reckoning, I got going through the team list, I got Thomas Bosk, Danny Orr, Sean O'Loughlin, Jamie Jones Buchanan, Gareth